What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here, and welcome to my first episode of Kings of Rivers and Hills, House Mud. I decided to have a bit of a break from Westeros Total War. Well, as in, oh shit. As in, like, 0.51. Fuck that, doesn't make it more specific. The War of the Five Kings. I felt like going back to Kings of Rivers and Hills. It is by far my favourite mod. New Beginning's pretty good, though. But before that, it was this game. And if you guys don't know, if you if you guys don't know, Kings of Rivers and Hills is based a lot. I don't know. I don't even know how many years. I'm poor at I'm fucking terrible. It's based a long time before the events of. It's before Aegon Targaryen even landed in Westeros. So, but I'm sure you guys all know about that. So I've decided to play House Mud over House Tully. I thought House Mud would be a bit more of a challenge because they're actually extinct, and I guess when you're playing the Kings of Rivers and Hills, there's not really that much of a lore base you can go to. You can pretty much conquer the whole world if you want, and obviously because where the family tree also, I think it's like every 10 turns, it's 1 year, so especially with my House Stark campaign, it's probably well, probably not my most viewed, but one of my most favourite campaigns I've ever done. I did a Kings and Rivers and Hills House Stark, and I did 40 episodes of that, and it was so cool, in which, I think I got to my 6th Stark or something. It was something ridiculous. So every time I took a kingdom, like, okay, I went down and took the Riverlands, there was another Stark son, and then further on, he led the conquering of the Vale, and then obviously I ended up going through all the kingdoms and such. It was really cool to see how, it's like more so what I created, and more role-playing, and, it's cool how I could see by each Stark there was a kingdom taken. But I've chosen House Mud, who actually is extinct. So you probably don't know who House Mud is. But basically, let's get into tactics for House Mud. I know you guys can go check on the lore stuff, but we need alliances. That is the big underlining factor for the survival of House Mud. Currently, we're at war with the Storm Kings, and we are surrounded. The Lannisters are probably not very good terms with us. The Gardeners aren't very good terms with us. The Aarons, well, pretty much all of the other factions except for the Starks in the north and the Boltons, they all follow the old gods. So, and they're in a bloody civil war. So, we're not going to get any help from them. So first things first, we need to secure our lineage as well. And I'm gonna marry Tristopher, Prince Tristopher, to Tristopher the. That's 4th, isn't it? Yeah, the 4th. We need to marry Prince Tristram the 5th to, I think, the Lannister princess. I think our best bet is getting an alliance with the Lannisters, then getting an alliance with House Aaron, and pretty much throwing back the Storm Kings, because from what I can remember, they're going to hit us hard at Maidenpool and the Antlers, and that's where we're going to have to pull most of our military. We don't want defending our bloody Eastern, and no, I'm gonna have to leave a full stack at Old Stones just in case the Ironborn, the House Hoa, decide to besiege Seaguard or go raiding along the Westerlands and northern coastline. But yeah, also I would realistically, I probably would get an alliance with House Gardner and House Lannister. But seeing as they're bordering and they're most likely going to go to war to each other, I don't want to pick a side. So I'd rather pick a side that's kind of near to the conflict that can kind of help us. But I think Aaron's the best choice of that. So enough jibber jabber. Let's actually do some of this stuff. I think I'm gonna leave Tristopher at Oldstone, and I'm gonna actually move. I don't know why there's like a full stack at Greenfork. Andrew Tegula. I'm gonna pretty much leave you there by yourself, mate. We're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. We're gonna move the rest out of Old Stones. Actually, I might just move this whole army out of Old Stones because we need this down in the south. I'm sure we can recruit more troops and stuff later on, but first things first, we need a diplomat, actually. We need to get this diplomat going. We need to get diplomacy with the Lannister princess. I'm trying to think whether or not to leave Raventree undefended or not, because Seaguard is probably not too bad. Who's there? Malister. We'll double to Old Stones as well. Okay. I'm going to move those 3 units out of Fairmarket with Tristopher. We can't actually move them in. Yeah, I'll keep the prince in there because he's an incredible commander. So, okay, we'll continue. Troops, a river run. I guess once we get an alliance with the Lannisters, we're probably going to need to keep a smaller garrison at Stony Heart, but most of our troops can actually start heading over. Who's my best general here? Donis, Darry, Edwin Tully. I'm probably going to give him the command of the other unit. We'll move him to Acorn Hall. We'll move Vance to River Run. And we'll move pretty much everyone else out to Darry Keep. Can we get a No, we'll get a diplomat soon at Salt Pans. Can we get a diplomat at Fairmarket? No, we can't. Okay. I don't want to leave a small garrison at Salt Pans. It might kind of entice. It might entice the Arryns to attack. We're still losing money, so I'm just gonna do a quick save. We're gonna go save it over mud, and we'll end the turn. I'm hoping we get this alliance to the Lannisters as quickly as possible. I think she'll be a good princess. So, pretty much it's his only son. Is his wife still alive? Yes. Alice Tully. Oh, she's a Tully, and Jonas Mudd has just been born, so that's good. Faction announcements. Are we the richest faction? You're kidding me. We're losing money, though. Basically, I just think all the lordships just went through there. Lord of the Green Fork, yeah. That's cool. But we do need this princess. Wherever she is. I might need to go toggle foe to see where she is, because what's the point of... Realistically, there would have been a raven sent. And negotiations would have been gone through on that matter. But obviously there's no ravens in Westeros Total War, and the AI is stupid. Jonas Darry. Where's Tully? I think he's at Acorn Hall. We'll move Tully out with a full stack. We're going to go to our southern borders. So Christopher's heading down south. I'm going to keep forces all across like Raventree and stuff. But once we get out this line, I'll end one more turn, and then I'll see where the Christopher. No, I want to marry to Lannister. Send an embassy to House Lannister. I can't see her, but the Lannisters seem to be moving troops near my land. So I'm just going to go toggle foe to see where this Lannister princess is. Now, where is she? There she is. Okay, so we're going to talk to the Lannisters now. Elana Lannister. Marry princess to factionaire, very demanding. We'll give you trade rights, and we'll give you all my money. How about that? Generous. They rejected. Shit. We really need this to go through. I guess we could give you a region. That should have sweetened the deal. Acorn Hall, Antlers, Stony Heart, Salt Pans, Stony Heart. I think that could be an option. Yeah, we'll give you Stony Heart as a dowry, I guess. Yep, we have an alliance with House Lannister because I don't care if we had to use all my money. So I do realise that was a lot of money, but I needed this alliance to go through. And we are paying, we are getting a six-hearted princess from that. So I'm going to go get off toggle foe now, because we don't need that. But to be quite honest, I'm just going to show you these borders. It looks like the Lannisters were preparing to attack me, so... But we have given them Stony Heart, so I guess that gives... Oh, that makes them border with the Storm King, so that's probably going to make them attack them more, I guess. But I'm sure you guys don't mind me doing toggle foe wholly and solely for the purpose of finding princesses. I'm sure most of the YouTubers just do it anyway when they stop recording. But I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not calling anyone out. But anyway, alliance announced: Mudd and Lannister, Prince Christopher. Good. So now the next king of the Rivers and Hills will be a Lannister. Well, half Lannister. But we are moving down south. Shit. Have we got... Well, we can move... fuck. I need... We're gonna move Christopher. Can Tully get there? Can you take this army? No. Well, since we haven't been attacked by the Storm Kings yet, I thought we would have been done by now. Oh, there's a bit of an army there. I'm going to move Tully to Salt Pans to kind of like wade off the Arryns. We've lost a lot of money. We don't actually have Stony Heart anymore. I'm trying to think. Well, basically, we don't really need that much of a garrison on this eastern. Yeah, I don't know why I got my northern, fuck, mixed up. But we're gonna move these troops to Mark Piper, Blackwood. We probably should put Blackwood. He's a really good commander. Oh, Blackwood Knights. Oh shit, I forgot about them. Yeah, we're gonna move Blackwood to Darry Keep. Yeah, we don't... I might as well just put the rest of the troops into River Run, I guess. Or I could even just make another army, couldn't I, here? Rally up at Acorn Hall instead. Piper's, yeah, buy Piper's a better commander than... What's his face? We'll try and increase the taxes. In settlements which we can, such as Salt Pans and Maidenpool. Hopefully we can get a little bit of additional funds. I'm hoping the Arryns don't attack us, don't come down with a bigger force, because I would like to get an alliance with them. We've been attacked at the Antlers with a full stack. I think Tully is a couple of turns away. Where's my diplomat? He's a couple of turns. He's not going to hit them. Well, I'm going to negotiate. I'm going to try to get military access for military access. Well, I'm going to offer it to him as a gift. What? They don't want my military access. We'll make... Okay, we'll demand a single payment of 100 gold. Not interested. Maybe they are going to betray me. New family member, Ronald Tully. Alright. Okay, I'm not like... I don't like that. We'll rally up at River Run because I'm not too sure if the Lannisters... After... I wouldn't have suspected it. I would have suspected it, but... I think that after seeing that, it's kind of deterred me a bit. How far away is my diplomat? He's still a couple turns away. We can't recruit. Probably quicker recruiting another guy at River Run. But we do need to deal with the Storm Kings. We do need to relieve John Darry from the siege. And then Mooton. Yeah, I think Tully should stay at Salt Pans. We should be able to throw them back from the walls anyway. Probably should get in Salt Pans for a bit more of a defense. And we'll have Fisher stay outside the walls. Take some cavalry out. Probably take most of the cavalry out and leave it out there. Maybe just do some skirmish runs. Yeah, we'll do that. Win the turn. I'm hoping the Lannisters don't betray us. That's going to be a pain in the ass. But we have been attacked at the Antlers. It's a 1-to-3 ratio. The Storm Kings don't have a leader. They have some Stormland Knights. They look kind of shitty in the icon, but they have a lot of cavalry, and I'm hoping we're going to win this. We have a lot of archers, so we'll play this on the battle map. Hopefully we can give some time before Christopher comes. Wow, that art looks pretty cool, though. We rule the waves. Words of House Hoa. Let's go have a quick drink there. Why is this taking forever? Doesn't usually take this long. Oh, wait, there we go. The blood's loading there. So, guys, make sure to leave a like if you're enjoying the episode. I'm going to be doing this daily. Once we've done this campaign, I most likely haven't decided. How about that? I guess we could go play as House Tully, but I feel, obviously, this is actually like House Tully. It's just been reskinned with House Mud. Why is this a bit laggy? Hang on. Ah, that's why. Ah, I was like, what the fuck? The WSAD key was binded. I forgot it in Kings River Hills. Ah, that's why I fucking love this game as well. Are there any special abilities? Not really. Just a couple of formations that nobody seems to use. Not really much use either. We'll move cavalry pretty much as a grind to protect Darry here. We'll move most of my archers on the walls. Try to get some shots off at least before the bitter end or lager end. I love that quote from The World's End. Okay, I don't want archers over at the arse end of the world here firing. There's no one else just about here. Just willy-nilly on the walls. Nope. Okay, so my archers will go to... Oh, they're already set to fire at will. Sorry, actually like fire. We'll start the battle. And I'm hoping we can kill these Storm King scum. Where are the old gods? This looks pretty cool. What do they got here? Yeah, that's the men-at-arms. They're quite menacing. I think it looks all realistic except for the Tarth logo. It just seems quite bright, if you say so myself. But Knights would have been, I don't know, flowery, I guess. Wow, these Stormlord Greatswords are going to deal some damage up against the archers. But if we can hold them on the main line, I think... I don't know. I don't think we're going to win this. I think we're just going to have to hold them out. We don't have enough swordsmen to even hold them. But we should be able to get some shots off. We'll start speeding it up now. We'll just have to see. Yeah. I'm hoping we can just pretty much weaken them and wait for Christopher the Fourth. King Christopher, I'll just call him. King Christopher to come. Prince Christopher will stay at Old Stones until he has a Lannister daughter. Okay, a Lannister daughter? What? A Lannister child. So it's kind of good in their intentions, I guess. The Lannisters having a claim to House Mud. Building lost. Wow, it's a 14 to 8. Mind you, they do have a full stack, so we see that a little bit harder. We're still going to fire in them there. I think once those greatswords hit, we pretty much lost this battle. But hey, we couldn't really recruit any more troops because all my money we wouldn't have been for the Lannister princess. We still need to get an alliance with House Aaron. I'm hoping that does happen. But once we've thrown back the Storm Kings, we'll just have to see how we go, because it's going to take a while to throw back the Storm Kings. And that's why this campaign is very interesting, because I don't know what's going to happen. This is probably the hardest campaign I've ever done. I am playing on very hard difficulty, of course. And that also just throws in a whole new dynamic. I'm surrounded by enemies, and the ones that I seem to align myself with, I don't even seem to trust as well. But the Storm Kings are going to be hard to throw back, and in Westeros lore, the House Mud actually got eradicated by the Storm Kings, and then House Hoa ended up coming and destroying the Storm Kings, which is quite funny. And if you guys are not familiar with like Kings of Rivers Hills and post-lore due to Aegon's Landing, you know Harrenhal? Yeah, House Hoa built Harrenhal. The day was completely built. Aegon showed up with his dragons, which is just hilarious. I feel. Jonas Darry is gonna die here, or John Darry. Nice textures in Kings of Rivers Hills. One of my most favorite. It was my most favorite mod until the Westeros New Beginning came out. I really just needed that little bit of polish on the Westeros 0.51. Yeah, my soldiers are fighting valiant here, but for a lost cause. So we've taken out 20%. As many, like, if we can take out as many as possible, that would just be awesome. The less we have to fight, King Christopher has to fight. I might need to start moving Prince Christopher around, because for some reason he hasn't had any kids yet. And sometimes if they get stuck in a settlement, I don't know why, it's a little bit of a glitch, they don't have children, so you're better off just moving them around the battlefield. But I do feel he's more protected at Old Stones. In the North-wise, the Civil War, I don't really care who rules the North. I'm too preoccupied with my borders and the warring in the South, so whoever wins, I'll make an alliance with, Bolton or Stark. I won't go up there, they'll have to fight them between themselves. I guess House Hoa, I don't really want to side with if they end up taking it, but I'll send my cavalry out for a charge, just to kind of hold while my archers can shoot behind them. We've taken out 30%, which is good, and we're slow. Yeah, we're buddy still holding them there. Their swordsmen are still chopping each other one by one, but the more we can hit, the better. Blow the horn. Try to kill as many as possible. Okay. 35%. They're not wavering, are they? No, they're still steady. Far out, they're going to lose some casualties taking the Antlers. Their first settlement, they've lost pretty much their biggest army. Mind you, we are poor. We have no money. 40%, that is really good. Just the less for King Christopher to fight. We'll hold them on the defensive. Just basically get up there and just defend. So you can hold them in place while my archers do their work. %. Man, they're going to lose a lot of troops by the end of this. God damn.
The enemy is badly blooded. They have lost half their men. Only intervention by Almighty God or a military genius.
52% we finally hit. They're shaking there. Keep going then. Archers keep firing. There was no general in this, was there? No. Nearly 60%. Ah, okay, that was a bad decision, doubling back. I don't think we're in range for most of them. John Darry just died. And there goes the battle with him, I guess. Down to the last spearman. My archers are still clinging on, I guess. I guess I could just send them in to go into bloody knife combat. We're the ones that haven't routed. Oh, they're on the wall. Ah, they just ran straight into the Stormlord Greatswords. Wow, average defeat. Well, they did deploy 700 more than me. We did lose 1,000. We were ill prepared. We're outnumbered, but they lost 854. They have 800 remaining. So, I don't know. That's an awesome picture of Robb Stark there, or painting, or drawing. Or, I don't know why I said painting, but I imagine that's Harrenhal at the distance. There's us. His dire wolf. But unfortunately, we did lose the antlers. I'll be able to take it back quite quickly, though. Hopefully. It seems... Oh, shit. It seems quite, interesting that the first... the first settlement the Dondarrions take... I think it's Dondarrions. No, it's some other... The Storm Kings. It's something like Duradane or something. I fucking hate how to pronounce it. Right. We're going to negotiate with House Aaron. I'm going to leave my army and my diplomat here. I want to offer you military access.